Happy day, friends. Post Thanksgiving, 2 days, and I feel like my body hates me right now. Definitely did not hold back on, I mean, I can't say I like went ham on Thanksgiving, but just the nature of Thanksgiving. You eat more food, it's a lot of times higher fat, higher sugar, and my pregnant body especially is feeling the effects of that right now, on top of not drinking as much water as I normally do.
Well, you couldn't have gone ham because we had turkey, silly goose.
Not a silly goose, then I'd be a silly turkey. Jokes for days. But I hope you guys, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you had a wonderful one. Baby today is, like, look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. Baby, I think, is transverse today. I've had a rough day, I'll be honest. It's been a rough day. I have not been feeling great. Thanksgiving's part of that, but I also think baby flipped back to transverse. So what transverse means is like this way. Baby's head used to be here and feet down here, but I'm pretty sure he's laying this way right now. I was feeling some kicks on both sides earlier, and I was like, oh, that kind of explains why I've been feeling so crappy. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a heating pad right back here on my back.
I was wondering if you were wearing a diaper.
No, I'm not wearing a diaper. It's just a heating pad. I honestly don't know if the heating pad is helping, but it does feel nice. I think really it's nerve pain or something like that. Sciatic nerve pain. And last time, it could be my husband, pain in my... Yeah, that's probably it too. No, he's been wonderful lately. I was gonna give you a nice tap. But
you can do that.
He's been wonderful lately. He let me take a nap earlier and got me my heating pad. And last time baby was transverse was probably like a month and a half ago. And I had the same pain in my back. So I'm pretty sure it's baby's fault. Not to mention my belly just feels wider and heavier and like just lots of issues the past couple days. So I don't know if I can really blame it on baby or Thanksgiving or both. But Christmas is in full swing now. Thanksgiving is over. And honestly, these have been up since before Thanksgiving. I got all their stockings put up finally. It's so cute. I love it. I love having a mantle to decorate. But today we wanted to do kind of like a pregnancy update, let you know what's been going on with me, what's going on with baby. I know you guys have had some questions. I asked on my Instagram, so let me get my phone and see what kind of questions you guys have, and I'll give you kind of an overview and let you know what's going on. Ready to talk about baby?
Yeah.
Paige? Hi, Paigey. Good afternoon. Did you have a good nap? Yeah. You want to talk about baby? Yeah? Okay.
She just woke up.
She did just wake up, huh? Okay.
Oh man, it's so cozy in here with this fireplace
and
on.
it's snowing, like Paige just said. It's snowing outside. It's like really feeling like Christmas season now. Batman and Paige.
Yeah, I love it. I love that she's also been like sticking to character all day. Like it's
anytime I call her Micah, she's like, no, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
All right, so where do I even begin? Because 25 weeks along in pregnancy, so much has happened. Baby has all of his features, like his ears. He could potentially even have hair. Like everything is formed in his body. It just has some more growing to do and strengthening to do. I'm pretty sure the lungs are the last thing to develop. So those are probably still in very minor stages.
Come on over here, Batman. Come on over here, babe. Sit next to me.
Oh, but I was comfortable.
I can't sit next to you at an angle.
Okay.
Come here, Batman.
Oh.
Paige is eating some food. What's new with you?
You want to read about what's going on in my body?
As you
Gas, constipation, hemorrhoids.
25 to 35% of pregnant women experience hemorrhoids because their uterus pressing down on their veins in the rectum.
Yeah, sounds fun, huh?
Why do we do this?
One of the questions
Hi, I want to see myself.
Okay, one of the questions I got actually was like, is pregnancy tough or is it hard to go through? My pregnancies honestly are pretty easy, but it still like poses so many challenges. Like your body is literally growing a human. So yes, even in my opinion, even easy pregnancies are hard. They just take a toll on your body. Micah, do you have a name for the baby? Do you know what you want to name the baby?
Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Hobbs,
So
it has changed.
many of you might remember she was dead set on the name Zeppelin, but you don't want to name him Zeppelin anymore?
Ever since Nick Cannon named his kid Zeppelin, you don't want to name our kid Zeppelin anymore.
That's really when it switched.
Yeah, I gotta think of another baby.
So
name.
now she keeps saying she wants to name the baby Hobbs, which is Austin's other cat. As far as names that Austin and I are considering, we haven't thought about it too much. At least I haven't.
There was one night
We went through
just recently
some
up in
names.
bed that we went through. I think like 250 names.
We never officially pick a name until we meet our babies. That's how we've been with
Yeah.
Micah and Paige. Nor are we going to share with you guys. So don't get your hopes up. We won't be sharing it until the baby's here because we just won't know.
Yeah, we went through about 250
And
names.
nothing really stood out to me. Names have always been hard.
I don't
for
know.
me,
I feel like you're forgetting a lot. So here's a huge update for Jess on her pregnancy. She is scatterbrained AF, man.
Yeah,
her
I
memory
am.
is terrible. No fault of your own.
I know, but yeah, no, you're right.
Her memory is gone.
And granted, like I'd get pregnancy brain every pregnancy, but this time I feel like it is so much worse than it has ever been before. Anything else standing out lately?
Your boobs are huge.
Oh, we're going there. Yeah, they've been growing, that's for sure. Wow. Austin's excited about it, you can tell. So there's been a lot of name questions. We've kind of touched on that. You guys know what to expect now. We will do like a top baby names that we like but won't be using. But like I said, we haven't even really thought about them too much. I couldn't even list 10 for you right now. Thanks, sweetie. Boop, boop.
Boop, boop, boop,
Here's
boop,
one.
boop, boop.
Is it feeling different knowing that you're having a boy on the way this time? Honestly, no, I don't think so.
I'm having a boy.
You are. I think it's because I don't fully know the differences to even feel differently about it. Does that make sense? I don't know really what the major differences are going to be. So it's not even affecting me right now. Right now, it's just like, okay, I'm pregnant with a baby. Boy or girl, I'm still just pregnant with a baby. A question from Heather. Do you feel kicking? What is it like? I have been feeling the baby kick now for a while. I couldn't tell you exactly how long, but it's been a while and they're getting stronger. And like I said today, I'm feeling it on this side and this side. It's like pressure from the inside of your body. Sometimes it's like pressure and sometimes you can feel the baby just moving, and other times when they like punch or kick, it can hurt at times. But it's just like a pressure feeling, like a thump from the inside of your body. It's unique. It's really special and cool. Here's a good one. This one, it could be for you too. What are you most nervous about having a boy?
Oh man, where do I start?
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
I think the biggest thing is just it's the unknown. And
Yeah.
like I think I've mentioned this in a previous video that raising a girl was only scary up until someone told me that all I had to do was love them. But raising a boy, it's like now I actually have to teach him how to be like the man of the house and how to treat a woman and how to, do all these things. Not that I wouldn't teach girls how to do certain things either, but I feel like the relationship is different there.
I don't know.
I don't want to get
kinda,
peed in the face, man. I do not.
That'll be different. My nervousness comes from like, what if they are absolutely wild and crazy? Like our girls, you guys know our girls. They have
chill.
their little wild hairs here and there, but they are very chill. Like they're sitting down coloring right now, being angels. The other day, they played downstairs in the playroom for 2 hours while I prepped and cleaned for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
But a boy could be like, what are we in for?
Wild
like
child, just like breaking
we're pushing our
stuff.
luck.
Yeah, it's like I don't
Number
know.
3, I don't know.
I'm also nervous for trying to do anything as a family because now that we will be outnumbered.
It's not one-on-one. It's zone defense is what they call it. Let's see.
That being said, I do think Micah is going to be a tremendous help.
I do too.
She's already started being really helpful lately.
Yes, and she always talks about wanting to help the baby. And here's actually a question about Micah. What has Micah asked about the pregnancy? She has asked a lot. And like I said, when I go through my apps, some of the photos that we look at are like in regards to my anatomy. So she'll say like, what's this? And what's this? And what's this? I tell her, those are my intestines. Oh, that's the uterus where the baby is. And so she's asked a lot of questions about how the baby grows in my belly and how does it eat and how will it come out. And so I've explained them to her the best that I can and the most accurate way that I can. So she's shown a lot of interest in the pregnancy as a whole in every regard.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
So what did you tell her when you push a baby out?
Well, I pointed to the picture and I said, well, see your intestines. This is where your food goes. And it turns into pee and poop. And I point to the different body parts. And I say, this is where the baby comes out. So she knows, like, that's where the baby comes out.
Interesting.
Yep.
She didn't have anything to say?
She probably did. Not really. Because, I mean, in her mind, there's nothing weird about it. She's a kid. It's just, that's the way it is, you know? Let's see. Here's a question. Which pregnancy has been the hardest and which has been the easiest? I feel like this one has been the hardest and the easiest, if I'm being honest. Whoa.
How so?
That was a big kick. How so? Because I feel like I have struggled the most this time with like pains in my back more consistently and with exhaustion more consistently.
See, I feel like you've been least exhausted this pregnancy.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like some days it will hit me so hard and I feel like I've been more exhausted than either of my pregnancies. But as a whole, I've had a lot of energy. Like I'm still going to the gym at 6 a.m, 3 to 4 to sometimes 5 times a week lately because I've been feeling so good. So I just feel like it's been the hardest and the easiest. It's weird to say that, but my other 2 pregnancies were so just like this, and this one has felt like this with like more dips. Yeah.
I feel like with Micah, I feel like with at least so far, at least maybe in my memory, I feel like your temperament and like your swings and your energy levels were far more severe with Micah than this one.
Yeah, I could see that.
Far more
I also
severe.
have learned so much more about my body and how certain foods affect me and my mood and my temperament. And so learning these past 5 years about what works for my body and what doesn't, I think I've learned a lot.
Because I remember just like...
Lots of mood swings.
Yeah.
Also, I thought I was having a boy for an entire month. And then I was told it's a girl with Micah. And that was a big emotional roller coaster. All right, this might be the last question. And this is a pretty good one, especially for anyone who has a kid or is thinking about adding another to their family. Were you more nervous to go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, or 2 to 3? I was most nervous to go from 1 to 2. Like we were kind of planning Micah.
It's a different nervous though. It's a different nervous. Actually, I retract my statement. I was definitely far more nervous going 1 to 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There is nothing that we can tell you
to prep you for your first baby.
To prep you for your first baby. Like you can watch and try and figure out and learn everything as much as you can, but really like
you won't fully understand until you're there.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you will need to experience to fully grasp and understand all the feeling and emotion and just everything that comes along with it.
Yeah.
And so when that switch hits and you realize all of what comes with it, there's a lot of pro and a lot of, I don't want to say con.
It's just hardships. Like your life changes.
So drastically, so quickly.
Yeah. And so knowing that like we had number 2 on the way, which we weren't planning, and knowing how life-altering number 1 was, we were just like, oh shoot, we ain't ready for this.
Yeah.
We knew so much already, and by the time that Paige got here, Micah had grown so much already, because she went from being a baby to like a full-blown toddler.
Yeah.
And so that was very pleasant
Yeah.
for us to go into baby number 2 with Micah being... Paige, we can't go outside right now. It's really cold. Maybe in a little bit. We'll think about it.
We'll
okay?
let you go outside for about 10 seconds, see how
then
cold it
she'll
is, and come right back in.
Knowing that we knew how life-altering 0 to 1 was, I was nervous going into number 2. But when all was said and done, my recovery was so much better. Like, we knew so much more. Like, I think we handled it and adjusted really well.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was definitely nervous about it, but it turned out fine. Now, Austin and I both work from home. I've said this before. Our situation is different than a lot of people where somebody has to go back to work or both parents have to go back to work.
Yeah.
So for us, I think that played a huge role in adding baby number 2 to the mix. Did Paige really go outside? She keeps saying she wants to go outside, and we said, okay. But it's so cold, she's going to come right back in. Sometimes you got to let them learn for themselves. From 2 to 3, are you nervous at all? I'm not really nervous.
What's that? She's grabbing her watering pail. She's barefoot.
Paige. Come inside, you goofball. You're not supposed to stay out there longer than 5 seconds.
Come on, Nugget. You
What
cold?
do you think? Is it too cold out there? You want to come sit with Mom and Dad? Okay, come on. I'll warm you up. But I'm really not very nervous going into number 3 because I feel like we kind of know the ropes. Yeah, you can say hi.
You want to say hi? Hey, Paige.
Are you nervous for baby number 3? You are? What are you nervous about? Nervous laughter. I just feel like we are prepared and we were ready for this 3rd baby, and I feel like we're in a good spot. Come here, let me see.
Some of it is white and some of it is purple.
I love it. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness. What did you write here?
What does this say down
Are
here?
these a bunch of letters?
Uh-huh.
Good job.
Can you just read it?
Well, sometimes if letters aren't in the right order, sometimes they don't make words, but looks like O-W-E-E-I-M-C.
No, that's a cupcake.
Oh, yes, that is a cupcake. I see that now. I-M-C-I-H-I-I-C?
What does it say?
I don't know.
I love it. Where do you want to hang it?
In my room.
Okay, here you go. Trying to think if I forgot anything else. I'm sure I did. Like I said, my brain has been all over the place. Oh, here's something I did want to touch on before we sign out. So many of you have noticed that there's been a lot of scamming going around YouTube. We have not done a giveaway in a while. We will be doing one soon, but we will never, ever, ever ask you to write us on, what's that third-party app? Telegram? I don't even know what it is. Okay, we will never ask you for information from Telegram. We will never ask you to pay for shipping. Like, if we do a giveaway, you will never have to pay us for anything, okay? Please do not fall for these scammers. They are everywhere right now, and I can only imagine with Christmas coming up and all the giveaways people are doing, don't fall for it. Please just use your best judgment. If we do giveaways, we will be very clear on how we will write you, and it will not be on Telegram. But we hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Gosh, what is coming up? Announcements. We've got some announcements coming up, so stay tuned for those. Oh, before I forget, we are doing like just a, what do they call it? Cyber Monday. We're doing a Cyber Monday sale on our necklace. It'll make a really cute stocking stuffer if you know anybody that in particular likes rose gold. It's like one of my daily necklaces.
We have kind of fallen short on the front of releasing new apparel, so I'm sorry, but
you don't need to be sorry.
There's a lot going on in our lives.
We've moved, we've gotten pregnant, like we've totally redone the basement, like we've had a lot going on. But during our little break that we have coming up over the holidays, we are going to do our best to plan out some stuff for next year. I'm excited about that. Eager finally to get back on the creativity side, I guess, of Happy Day apparel. But I did want to touch that these are going on sale for Cyber Monday and probably for a little while. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope Hope you enjoyed the update. I know I have not done, I mean, it's been 25 weeks now. I think we did one during the first trimester, but hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. Bye, friends.
Love you!